What's going on, guys? My name is Aldeniro and welcome to a brand new career mode. Today we're going to be starting a whole new series, and if this episode gets to 15,000 likes before April 31st, I'll upload the second episode from this series then. We're going to be managing Real Madrid, as you can see, and we're going to be playing on semi-pro because I'm not really very good at the game and I want to get a little bit better, so I think semi-pro difficulty is pretty good for me. And managing Real Madrid is going to be pretty much a challenge, you know, like there's a lot of players in there who are not really that good. It's not really the best squad in the world. There's a lot of players that I've never even heard of, like a guy called Di Maria or someone like that. I've never even heard of him before, but we're going to get rid of all the deadwood and get in some really good players, you know. So players I wanted to look for immediately were Robben from Bayern Munich, obviously the Dutch right midfielder, although I'll want to be playing him on the left. So I made a bid for him to get him off Bayern Munich's hands, just because I think it'd be really good to have a player like him at Real Madrid. You know, he's a really good player, and I'm surprised that he's never had the opportunity to play for a team like Real Madrid. And the same goes for Wesley Sneijder, so I made an offer to get him in too of 32 million, which I thought was appropriate, seeing as it's good to get big name players at a big club like Real Madrid, you know. I also went and added Marcelo to the transfer list because I don't need him. Like, we've got Gareth Bale who can play left back anyway, so I think I'll just put Gareth Bale as the first choice left back for the rest of the season, and Marcelo can just fuck off. Like, we won't need anyone else anyway because Bale is probably the best left back in the entire planet. But Galatasaray gave us permission to speak to Wesley Sneijder and get him in the team, which is pretty good because it's always good to have a good central attacking midfielder in there, you know. The only other guy in there is like Isco or something. I've never heard of that guy, so I'm going to be getting rid of him. But Bayern Munich weren't really happy to let us talk to Robben, so I offered 20 million plus Ronaldo. And I know a lot of people will wonder why, because Ronaldo's a really good player. Like, I really liked him in the 2002 World Cup. I think he did really well for Brazil. But I think his time is probably up now, you know. He must be like pushing on 40 at this stage, and there's no real need to keep him in the team. But then Barcelona made an offer for Gareth Bale, so I accepted that instantly because, like, Bale is a good player, but left back is a position you can easily replace someone in, you know. And if Barcelona want to bid for Bale, a player who we only signed at the start of this season, then that's fair enough. Like, before he's even made his official debut for Real Madrid, Barcelona want to sign him. I think that's totally fair and totally realistic about this game too. And after that, Sneijder accepts my contract and he comes to join Real Madrid, so that'll be pretty cool. And Bayern Munich accepted our offer of Ronaldo plus plus 20 million for Arjen Robben, which is crazy. I can't believe they would want someone as old as Ronaldo at their club, but whatever, we'll take him anyways. I offer Robben 200 grand because he's definitely worth it, and it's just, you know what, there's a lot of players who I've always wanted to see in a Real Madrid jersey. Van der Vaart is another one, so I thought having, like, you know, football is really good, and it's really good to make realistic signings in career mode and stuff like that, but sometimes you want to sign players that would never play for that team or never have had the opportunity to, like Robben, Sneijder and Van der Vaart. I've always wanted to see what they would look like in a Real Madrid jersey, and thanks to EA Sports FIFA, I now can do that, and I think that's an absolutely awesome opportunity, so I'm definitely not going to be missing that. And I get Van der Vaart in too on 110 grand a week because he's going to be a crucial centre attacking midfielder, I think, and good support for Wesley Sneijder. But I made an offer of 40 million pounds for Lassana Diarra, who plays for Lokomotiv Moscow. And this was really weird because actually, I suppose it was fair enough. Lokomotiv Moscow came back to me and said they wouldn't accept my offer for Diarra of 40 million because he just recently moved, which is fair because if a player does recently move to a club, there's no chance that they would sell them to any team. Like, for example, if Bale went to Real Madrid and Barcelona made an offer for him, there's no way it could possibly be accepted in FIFA, and that's fair. Like, if they want to keep it realistic like that, then that's totally fine. But we go into our first game, which is actually the Champions League final, and it's against Sochaux. This is the team that I lined up with for it. I thought it was a pretty good team. You got Van der Vaart in there, Sneijder, Robben, all making their debuts, and we started off really well inside the opening 5 minutes, almost scoring through Karim Benzema, although he does miss the opportunity. We would get a better chance in the 10th minute with Di Maria coming forward. I don't know who that guy is, like I said before, but he plays the ball to Robben, the best player in the world, who easily finishes it into the back of the net, which is pretty good because we're playing on semi-pro, which is just above legendary difficulty, so a finish like that is always welcome, you know. And the ball gets played through to Van der Vaart in the 62nd minute, just after the hour mark. He approaches the goal, has a really good shot, but it's tipped over by the goalkeeper and out for a corner kick, which I think Karim Benzema ends up taking on the right-hand side. He swings it outwards, Varane goes up with a header, and it's into the the back of the net to make it 2-0 in the Champions League final. So that's pretty good. Like, we could go on and win a trophy early on in the season, you know. And the next moment of interest in the game was with 10 minutes to go when Fabio Quantrao, Gareth Bale's replacement, down the left-hand side at left-back, he crosses it to Benzema, to Schneider rather, who just does a pretty mental effort on the edge of the area there. I don't know, it would have been a really good goal had it gone in, but it didn't. And we got a corner kick in the 90th minute, which came to Benzema on the edge of the area. He played it to Van der Vaart, who just lifted it up over everybody and had a shot, a hit off the crossbar and away. But it didn't matter anyways. We went on to win that game 2-0, and that's the end of the season because we won the Champions League. So, like I said, if we can get this to 15,000 likes, I will upload the second episode of this on April 31st. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Happy April Fool's Day.